Everybody's just coming in. Sorry. Hold on. Ava?
Brad, Scott obviously talked a lot about the slow start you guys had in the first quarter. What do you attribute the slow start to? And coming off of Sunday especially, what can you kind of guys do to not do that in the future?
First, praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It was inexcusable in the first quarter. We got off to a slow start, lackadaisical. We were late to everything. We were late on our defensive rotations. Offensively, we weren't playing fast enough or playing hard enough. So they were just kicking our ass. They got their butts kicked last night by Milwaukee, and they came in tonight with a different mindset out the gate. So that's what happened.
You guys have been so close in so many games this season, able to close them out like on Sunday. What was the difference tonight? What's not going right late in the fourth quarter?
Getting stops. And that's what it was. We allow guys too much freedom to kind of do what they wanted to do, lining up threes. We were, like I said before, we were still late to rotations. They got a lot of open threes tonight. That's what we couldn't guard the three-point line. And then Dame had it going later on down the stretch. He was just picking out who he wanted and, attacking guys. And we gotta be better and accept those challenges, help each other better, and close out games, because we were down 4 towards the end. Like, we were right there. So just a few plays here and there on the defensive end we gotta clean up.
Matt Moderno?
Hey, Brad. How's the communication on the court defensively? It's hard to tell, remotely and watching over TV.
It's been good. It could be better. It could be a lot better. I think at times, sometimes we get too caught up in just everybody trying to make the right play, everybody trying to contribute, which is great, but we can't do it, individually. It has to be a collective effort. And, communication is, the biggest thing to successful defenses and successful teams, holding each other accountable. Guys knowing, personnel when they come into the game, knowing the flow of the game, how guys are playing, how the refs are calling the game. And, just kind of really basing that off of, okay, that's how we got the guard. It's, they're letting us be physical. But if we're not talking, we can't get any of those things done. That explains a lot of the mishaps on switches, the mishaps on rotations, just because it's a lack of communication.
Thanks.
Fred Katz?
Brad, this might tie in a little bit to the previous answer, but you guys had a lot of moments tonight where you kind of overhelped off of shooters, and then whomever it was a bunch of people who were just late to close out on those shooters. Does that tie into the communication thing, or is that a separate issue?
Oh, it's kind of separate. That's just knowing the game. Getting the feel of it. See, Dame was doing a good job of reading it all night. If the weak side guy was coming over, he was getting off the ball, swinging it to the weak side. And they got a team full of shooters. So you got to tip your hat off to them. They shot lights out tonight. But I think that's kind of different. That's not necessarily a communication thing. That's knowing the game, knowing. Trust our bigs to make plays against the guards at the rim, versus overhelping.
And last question to Neil.
Brad, Scott talked about pregame. You guys were looking at their three-point shots, saying that you have to close out. Why is that just not translating to the game in the first half, and then even in the second half after you guys theoretically make adjustments, still they're getting those looks?
I don't know. I wish I had the answer, Neil. I think we would have won the game if we had the answer. I don't know what it is. It's you kind of got to drill it into guys' heads until we all get it. But for whatever reason, we're not consistent with it. We can't beat a good team in Brooklyn and come out and lay an egg tonight. We got to be. Consistency has been our Achilles heel. We got to be consistent.
Thank you.
Oh.